Welcome back guys to another video of Mark's Fish Care, and in today's video I will be talking about my blackbeard algae. It's actually, and hair algae, black hair algae as well. The reason is what's happening with my tank right now is pretty bad actually, and unfortunate because, like you already know from my previous videos, I was fighting my blackbeard algae in my Fluval Spec 5-gallon tank before, and I was successful, but that tank was way smaller and it was way easier to use Flourish Excel in order to get rid of the blackbeard algae. But in this case, in my 36-gallon tank, I always had it just a little bit here and there, but I got tired of it because it covered all of my heaters, all of my plants, most of them, and I just got tired of it, so I completely took half of the plants out of the tank. I added Flourish Excel, and I added an extra filtration. I changed water as well, and I constantly add Flourish Excel now for the past week, so now the blackbeard algae is finally disappearing. But it was just very bad and very unfortunate way to deal with this problem, but I want to talk about it and I want to show you what I did to my tank and how it looks right now, and hopefully you will like it as well. And also one more thing that I'll be doing in today's video, I will be planting new plant, so I will tell you the name of it when we get to this, and pretty much just feed some more fish, and hopefully you will enjoy another video. And like I said already, and I will always say this, thanks for the support guys, I appreciated it a lot, and I'm almost at 600 subscribers thanks to you guys and all the support that I'm getting. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and check out what I'm doing with my 36-gallon planted tank. Okay guys, so I almost forgot to mention that I bought 3 more fishes for the bottom of my aquarium, and the reason is because I lost 2 of my corridoras before. Like a month ago, if you remember, I had the problem with my fish disease. Some of my fish had problems, and the most fish that were affected were actually corridoras. So I lost 2 a month ago, and I believe I lost another 2 a month prior to that. So I decided to buy some 3 more corridoras, and as you see, they're small babies over here. They're still babies, and I have 3 of them plus my old corridora that still roams this tank, so I have 4 at the moment. And usually it's best to keep corridoras in 4 or more because they like to socialize and they like to stay schooling, like schooling fish, because they are schooling fish, and they do better when there's more of them, of course. So it's just a cool new addition to my tank. And now let's talk about the tank in general. As you see over here, I have another filter. It's not running right now, but this is my old Aqueon 50, if you remember. And the reason it's in here is because it was running in the past, I'd say 3 days. Because I had that blackbeard algae problem, and I cut off most of my plants over here from the top, and I threw out a lot of plants actually. It's hard to tell right now. I even threw out my log. There was a log with my moss. I kept the moss in here for now because I'm not too sure what I'll be doing with it. It's kind of messy right now, but I will for sure get it fixed up in the next couple weeks. It always takes time, but as of right now, I'm pretty happy with the tank. I add Flourish Excel to eliminate blackbeard algae or hair algae because it's very annoying stuff, and it just makes your tank look unpleasant and something that you don't want to have in your tank, of course. So it's always good to try to get rid of it, but when the tank is bigger, it's way harder to get rid of it because you have to use more of the Flourish Excel, of course. And Flourish Excel is not cheap, if you guys probably know. For a 500 ml bottle, it cost me $30 Canadian, so it's not very cheap, but it's definitely the stuff that will help me. There's actually one little guy over here right now. He's swimming around. If you can tell, he's still a juvenile baby, but hopefully he will survive because some of them don't survive that good. Corridors, they're hardy fish, of course, but at the start, if they can acclimate properly, or if they don't like the surroundings or anything, if they get stressed too much, they can easily die of like pretty much any fish. So you have to be very careful how you acclimate them. And hopefully you guys like my new setup and the way everything looks. This plant grew a lot actually, and hopefully when I get rid of most of my blackbeard algae, this tank will of course overgrow with plants once again, and it will look amazing. And there's a bunch of fries everywhere. It's very hard to catch them right now, of course, but I have probably in this tank alone, I have maybe, I'd say maybe close to 20 little fries of molly. So I'm pretty happy about that. Not super happy, but I'm just happy for that the fish are multiplying and producing and reproducing, of course. So it's very good for my tank, and it means that my environment is pretty good for the fish as well. And I don't mind having a bunch of mollies. I might throw some in my 55-gallon tank. We will see when they grow up. But for now, I'll leave it the way it is. I'm not trying to save any more fry like I used to, because I cannot house all of them. I don't have that much aquariums running at the moment. So I might be actually setting up a new aquarium pretty soon, guys. So stay with me. And that 75-gallon tank is coming soon as well. Not very soon, but in a couple months I will be upgrading my tank. So I'm not sure what I'll be doing with my 55. So now let's go ahead and I'll show you my plant, the one that I bought, and we will plant it and pretty much see how it looks. So let's go ahead and do that. So the plant that I have over here is called Hygrophila, if you guys can see. It's pretty nice plant that will grow to 35 centimeters tall, but unfortunately I kind of the way I look at it, it doesn't look very good to my eye. Like, some of the plants are still okay, but most of them seems like they're dying off. So I will definitely still plant it, but I will have to monitor the condition of this plant, because to me it seems that something is not right with it. And when I opened the tropica plant from this box, it was it didn't have any of that preservative on it for some reason. So I'm not very happy with it at all, and I'm pretty sure it's starting to die off. So hopefully I can survive in my tank, and I might not even be planting all of them, because they look pretty dead to me, some of them pretty much. So now let's go ahead and plant them in my tank and see how they look. Okay guys, so now I'm giving my fish some bloodworms, which they enjoy a lot. Even my molly fry are trying to snatch some, but it's still hard for them to swallow them. So I still feed my fry with my fry food, of course. But this is a nice treat for all of my fish. They just enjoy and love the bloodworms. Look how they always attack it so viciously, and they're always happy to see bloodworms around. And this is my new baby. Again, look how small it is. He's the same size as baby fry molly. So it's pretty crazy how small the fish are actually when they're born. It's just, and it's very hard for them to survive, especially even when you give them the best possible conditions. It doesn't mean that the fish will still survive or thrive in the environment. But besides that, let's talk about my plants. So if you see over here that I planted these plants over here, 1, 2, 3, and a few in the back, and they look very discolored, to be honest. And the reason for that is because I was actually I just remembered that I was keeping this tropica plants here in the basement without any light pretty much. I kept it on top of the tank, so the light was never actually hitting the plants, and I'm very worried that it's probably the reason why they're so discolored. But I'm hoping that they might recover, so I did not plant all of them, because some of them are just not even worth to plant. But I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. I will keep you updated, of course, on this situation. And over there is a lot of fry, if you can see them swimming around. I'm not sure if you can see them swimming around, but in general, guys, so please keep subscribing to my channel. Please comment every time if you watch a video. Just, it's so much fun for me to read your comments and able to communicate with you guys, and it's just very interesting to see your input and everything like that. So please comment if you can, and like and subscribe and hit that bell button for me. and have a nice day, and hope everything is going well for you guys. Peace.